all of us, I think, need to recognize that, yeah, our research is really important, right? And it's great. But the reality is that we can also have as great or greater impact by acting not only as teachers, but by acting as concerned members of the university community. And just keeping our eye out for little changes. And you know, sometimes what it really comes down to is getting to know your students, because they are good folks. And they're really worthwhile getting to know. And the better you know people, the better you'll be able to help them or to observe a change that might be leading to a problem. We should never make assumptions about anyone. You know, we should never assume that this person is fine because they look fine, or that, you know, that someone who's you know, who carries himself a certain way is going to be more dangerous, or those things are not given. You have to get to know your students to a certain extent. And I know that there's, I keep talking about a fine line, a balance. You can't be your student's best friend, you can't be their parent. I have enough children already. But you can let them know that you'll be willing to talk to them. I like to think of universities as humane places. Great places to learn, great places to be, and places that are filled with people who care about you, care about your learning, and care about your well-being. And the only thing I think that faculty might ever need is not an inspiration to do something, but an inspiration to not feel quite as frightened that if they do reach out, that it's a bad thing to do. That sometimes going out a little bit of your way and trying to find out if there's something you can do to help a student, or just talk to them. You know, in my department, we also do advising. We see all of our majors, so I actually get to know a lot of the students pretty well. And you know, you can see changes in behavior that you just know that something's wrong. And once again, you don't want to be too intrusive, but you know, a student who you know and you've come to really like, and all of a sudden they're not showing up for class, or it's really infrequent. And I think it's a great idea just to take them aside and say, you know, is there something wrong?